¿Qué haces, mijo? Are you reading again?
Yes, Mama. I'm reading this book called The History of Mexico.
Well, what is it about, mijo?
It's about the history of Mexico and how the Aztecs came across this vision in Lake Texcoco. They believed whenever they saw an eagle land on a cactus and devour a snake, they would build their city there.
Tenochtitlan.
Tenochtitlan, sorry, Mama.
Lo conozco.
The Aztecs dominated the tribes of Mexico until Hernan Cortez and the Spaniards arrived. The Aztec ruler Montezuma welcomed him. Thought he was a returning god of knowledge and an inventor of a book called Quetzalcoatl.
Julio, mijo, that is so interesting.
Mijo, why would you want to waste time reading about Mexico? If we left there because there was no work opportunities, we came to California to work hard for our families in Mexico. But nothing, Julio. You need to stop dreaming. Mijo, when I was your age, I started working in the field to help support my family. Tú que tienes la chanza, perhaps when you get old enough to finish school, pues, you can join the army and like that handsome Latino on the TV.
Okay.
Julio, my son, don't put your head down. Come and relax with the familia and have some popcorn.
No, Mama. Gracias. This book's really interesting. I want to keep reading.
Mijo, you seem frustrated and unhappy. Why is that? Is everything okay?
Yes, that's true, Mother. We need to be united, but I ask myself, why do we have war? People are always fighting against each other. I mean, can't we just live in a world in peace and be free?
Julio, you're smarter than them. Show them that you don't need to steal or be violent. You don't need to start a physical fight. Think with your head and not with your hands. You were telling me that you don't feel like you're treated the same in school. Mira, hijo, you are not the right age to understand what's really going on around us. Sometimes, mijo, things happen for many reasons. I don't really understand why bad things happen, but I have faith in God and the Virgen de Guadalupe. Julio, no matter what happens, the Virgen will protect us and all the things around us that are out of control.
Mama, God gave us minds to think and to make decisions in the right, and make right in this world. Okay, Mama, can I have some privacy?
Sí, mijo, of course. Hijo, vámonos.
I'm against war and racism. This book only tells me about the history of Mexico. It doesn't answer my questions. What is war really about? How does it affect my community?
Julio!
Who called me?
My name is Quetzalcoatl. I'm the Aztec god of the books and art you've been reading about.
Huh?
Don't be afraid, son. I know you're struggling, going through some rough times, but things will get better, I promise.
I'm dreaming.
Listen, my son, you're not dreaming. I exist. I exist for those who believe that I am real if they put their mind to it. Julio, it is important to educate yourself, and I'm here to help you.
Oh, since you're here, can you answer my questions?
Yes. But you already have all the answers to your questions, right here.
Why do we have war?
Why do you think?
War is patriotic, sexy, romantic, exciting, entertaining.
Julio, what do you see in the flag in the movie?
Money?
Those who are at war just do their job, but don't really see the bigger idea here. While people are always fighting and going against each other, the world will never be at peace, and someone will always take advantage.
I thought war was supposed to be about fighting for your freedom.
What do you think freedom means to you, Julio? Is it always about shooting each other? Or is freedom something we fight for every time we vote, or make sure there's social equality and economic opportunity for the entire community? There are people out there at this moment making sure you are really free.
Yeah? At this moment?
Yes. Cesar Chavez fighting for the rights of farm workers. Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks stood up for themselves and did not give up. They never took no for an answer and made the world a better place. Those are examples we have to follow to be truly free.
I really appreciate how much you've been a help to me.
I'm telling you this because I believe in you, Julio. I know you can make a difference ending the war here in the barrio.
You're right. I do have all the answers. But I couldn't think clearly. I had a rough moment with the war at my home. I couldn't bear to open my eyes and ears. Thanks, Quetzalcoatl.
At last, someone who could pronounce my name correctly. No need to thank me, Julio. You already had the solution. Just remember that you are not dreaming. This is real. I'm always with you whenever you seek knowledge.
Okay. I'm ready to put an end to this masquerade called war.
Okay. Shh. Just be careful. The CIA is watching over us. We can still do it.
Actually, it's me, David Botello, that's looking out over all of it. However, so just relax, relax. You're just a mural. But murals speak to us and tell us lots of stories. You know, I feel like I'm witnessing a birth.
Really? Whose birth?
Yes, your birth. Julio, the birth of a Chicano. I think of Chicano as a politicized Mexican-American. It happened to me in 1970.
What happened then?
Well, I was recently discharged from the army. I just missed going to Nam. And I was sent to Germany instead. So I was working in advertising when I experienced the Chicano-Vietnam moratorium in East LA, firsthand.
Right. August 29, 1970. I read about that. You were protesting against the Vietnam War?
That's right. I was like you. I was confused. Why should we fight in some foreign war when there's a battle for justice right here in the barrio?
How did you fight back?
Well, I used art instead of a gun. And I traveled to Mexico City in a VW bug, where I studied the Mexican mural masters up close.
Like Diego Rivera and David
Siqueiros. You got it.
Wow. I never imagined myself talking to a real muralist. I also always thought that all you muralists were so rich that you never communicated with people like me.
Well, no. I'm more like you than you think, Julio. I was the oldest of 9 children. My father, he was a carpenter. My 2 grandfathers came from Mexico when they were young boys, and they were cooks for some big restaurants in downtown LA. They showed me the value of hard work and perseverance. Wait. Stand right there. Don't move.
Why?
I forgot one thing. There. I'm finished.
What did you just do?
I put a sparkle in your eye. Because you just woke up. After problem on this blasted heap of metal. What the hell kind of a steering wheel is this anyway?
Oh yeah? Well, why don't you install a better one on my dash, Mr. Aerospace Engineer, Mr. I went to college. Oh, and by the way, wise guy, you're like running out of gas and stuff, so I'll pull over.
Shut your infernal racket, you blubbering box of insignificance. If you could just help me get over this crater.
Emergency fuel service is now in use, undistinguishable. It's approximately 5.7 kilometers.
Hey, whoa. Whoa, what's that? Some old guy.
A driver, an old man, riding a bike up ahead.
Holy! Hey, that's Einstein!
Verifying. Albert Einstein, German theoretical physicist, born March 14, 1879. Developed foundation of quantum mechanics, including theory of relativity. Died April 18, 1955. You got it, boss.
Hey! You're fucking Einstein!
Heaven, of course. Who else could it be?
This doesn't make any sense. You died years ago. How could you possibly... How could I possibly be seeing you here, on the moon? How did you even get that bicycle up on the moon?
Life is very much like a bike. It takes you places. A bike has wheels around, and so is the path of time. You see, history repeats itself. The past is the future, and the future is the past, and the end is the beginning. Just like life and death. You think I am some strange one for exploring the moon on a bike? When in reality, you're mistaken. You don't really think that large machines are necessary for space exploration, do you? My friend, the Mayans explored the depths of the universe long before the contraptions you bear were even conceived by modern man. Right. If you go along just a bit further, you might even come across some of them. They might be willing to help you.
Mayans?
Sure.
Wait. I have no fuel left. Can you help me somehow?
Emergency fuel reserve is dangerously low. Estimated travel is approximately 4.9 kilometers.
I have nowhere near the amount of fuel I need to continue through this excursion.
What is this? Amateur hour? You don't know. You don't need fuel.
Oh, yeah? You hear that? Don't need any fuel, huh? Well, wait until I...
People these days would only stop spoiling themselves with their intricate devices. Maybe you would be a bit more knowledgeable on how to sustain yourselves without relying completely on technology. Society has always glorified machines that make our lives a bit easier, but in doing so, they make our lives harder. Then we suddenly must adjust and operate without the use of such mechanics.
I see. So where can I find these Mayans you speak of?
Oh, just up ahead. Follow these ridges and you will come to some establishments up ahead in the form of pyramids. Good luck, my friends. E equals MC squared. E equals MC squared. E equals MC squared.
Darn it! I guess we could station this Ranfla in that moon cave over there next to the crater of injustice.
Wait! You just can't leave me here alone to die and rust away like a used toaster?
No. I'm simply parking you here so I can figure out where these Mayans are and I can figure out what this no fuel in your car mumbo jumbo is all about. I gotta park you here and continue on foot. Who knows what that terrain, what kind of terrain lies in front of us out there.
Driver walks and walks until he sees a crimson red star and begins to behold it.
Oh, by the beard of Zeus! That is the most beautiful thing I have ever... Wow.
Ah, yes. The death of a star is really quite fascinating.
Hey, what? Hey, who said? Show yourself.
There's a mist of gas and dust and a supernatural figure.
I am a spirit from the past. I come before you to share my knowledge on what you have come to speculate.
What, you mean the star?
It is not just the star, you see. This star is dying. The lifespan of the star can be compared to the entire essence of existence. of the human life on Earth, many people, my people, long ago have seen this same red, dying star. The Chinese, years later, witnessed the same stars in a different light stage. And now in real time, you may behold the nebula, with surrounding gas, the rise and fall of many civilizations have lasted throughout the entire lifespan of this star, a millennia. Perhaps we're all interconnected here to help and be together in unison. You see, we are all really alike and should help each other out. We as human beings are strangling our own growths. Perhaps it is time to realize that we are all one and should work in unison.
Wow. You are so wise. I wish I could be like you. All space dusty and whatnot. Well, thanks for the lesson on the death of a star.
Anytime. Oh, and by the way, you don't need any gas for your rampla. Pretty sweet ride though, dude. I wouldn't mind trading it in for this space dust that causes me to float. And definitely one of those.
Are you kidding me? Give me that space dust. I'll take it.
Really?
Take my car. Take my ranfla. Go on, take it.
Really? Okay.
The Mayan's eyes turn bright white and explode with light, causing a great flash which blinds driver and leaves him to wake up in his head, in his bed. Was it a dream or was it?
I used to think a muralist was just someone working for money. I was wrong. Now I see true stories standing up to the cold streets in which they were born. Murals are beautiful. They contain so much passion, suffering, and joy.
I have a new perspective on the saying, a picture speaks 1,000 words. Whoa. A picture speaks 1,000 words.
David Botello, Barbara Carrasco, Miriam Cervantes, Wayne Healy.
Motivation, talent, inspired,
Amazing.
powerful, great,
Overcome.
Memorable.
History.
Fantastic.
journey.
Extreme.
Unidad.
Thank you.
Thank you.